So you started your business and now you're self-employed and now you're trying to figure out what's the best entity for your type of business, whether it's an LLC, an S-Corp, a C-Corp. Well, in this video, I interview a tax professional that's going to go over that information for you guys. Well, let's get started with the interview.
I am Tony Forsythe. I'm an enrolled agent, licensed to practice in front of the IRS, and I specialize in new company startups and formations for anybody who wants to become basically their own boss and start their own company. Most people, when they start, Richard, they start as a sole proprietor. And what they don't realize is that sole proprietors pay self-employment tax in addition to federal and state tax. Self-employment tax is 15% of the net. So if you net $10,000, you pay an extra $1,500 just because you're self-employed. That's why we recommend looking at other corporations and LLCs. If you're a sole member LLC, you're the only person in the LLC, you don't file a separate tax return. It goes on your Schedule E and you still pay self-employment tax. So that really doesn't help most business owners. LLCs are normally used for a joint venture to buy real estate or to hold real estate in, so there's no personal liability. We prefer S-Corp for maximum tax deduction purposes. You have a lot more options with an S-Corp in that all your income flows from the business to your personal side. So the business doesn't pay any tax on the federal side. And the idea is you will probably lose money in the first few years of your S-Corp, but you'll be making money in your pocket due to various tax write-offs that you're allowed. Now, when you get bigger, you may look at becoming a C corporation. Now, there are some advantages to C, but most businesses will stay at the S level until their revenue gets over $250,000 or $300,000 of net income. Then we may look at some things to do with the C corporation. But for people just starting out, people think LLC is the same as S-Corp. It is not.
If you guys are finding value in this video, please do me a favor and hit that like button and go and subscribe to my channel. Let's continue. At what point should you get an entity or an S-Corp?
We advise our clients when their self-employment tax becomes more than the cost of the S-Corp, which is about $1,800, then it would make sense to move. Now an S-Corp, it's about $1,800 to form and do. Yes, you can go to LegalZoom and do it for $9, and then you're going to come to me and I'm going to tell you it's $1,800 more to get it done correctly. The reason is LegalZoom are attorneys, they're not accountants. So they set up a shell corporation and they expect you to know how to fill in the blanks. And let's face it, if you know how to fill in the blanks, you wouldn't be going to them in the first place.
Right.
So I encourage people to work with an accountant to make sure that your corporation is set up correctly to maximize your tax benefits. Let's face it, a corporation set up and run properly has the same legal protection as every other corporation. But where are the tax benefits? If it's not set up properly, you're not realizing the tax benefits, it doesn't make sense to have it. You have to run it like a business, you need to keep books, but the advantages are huge. If you make $100,000 and you're self-employed and that's what you gross and you net $100,000, you get $15,000 self-employment tax. With an S-Corp you get zero. You're already $15,000 ahead. Yes, you pay $800 a year to have the S-Corp. Okay, so now $14,200 ahead. And as a self-employed person, you're limited in what you can write off. As an S-Corp, it's incredible the things you can write off that most people don't even know they can write off. So it's very important that you work with somebody to plan to succeed. Most people become a little bit successful with no planning and no preparation and give away way too much money to the IRS or the state because they don't know. And that's okay, because that's not their wheelhouse. That's my wheelhouse. And if more people would ask me sooner, they would save money faster and lots of it. Now with the new Reconciliation Act that just passed, we're going to be taxed even more, and it's going to become even more important to be proactive and do planning. The other big problem we see with self-employed is they don't set enough money aside to pay taxes. You have to set away 30% of your gross to pay your taxes. Now at the end of the year, if you only owe 10, woohoo, you got a 20% surplus in your pocket. But if you don't do it that way and you save 10 and you owe 30, now you're behind the 8 ball with the IRS. I advise you to seek a tax professional who will spend the time with you to set you up to maximize your return before you get to the end of the year. Now is the time you should be asking, what can I do to save money? Even if you're W-2, even if you're single, the more you know, the better strategies you will have, and the more legally you'll be able to save. We're talking about giving clients knowledge so they understand the tax code, which is voluminous, But there are certain things that everybody should know in the tax code that will help them save money on their taxes. So we're here to help you, and if we can't do it, we'll be the first ones to tell you. There's no point in stringing anybody along. We're very transparent. We hold ourselves to a very high standard. If we can help you, we will, and if we can't, we will know why, and we'll show you why we can't do it.
Hey guys, if you guys found this video to be really informative, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so I can bring you more videos like this. Now, if you guys have any questions, put them in the comment section below. Also, if you guys want to reach out to Tony Forsythe, he is licensed in California and Hawaii. His information is in the description below. Again, guys, my name is Richard. I'm a local real estate agent here in the Tustin, Irvine area. Either way, guys, I look forward to seeing you again.